All right, welcome to another episode of the Sore Losers podcast. I am your host, Justin Zabo, joined as always by my good friend, PJ Green. How you doing, PJ?
I'm great, Jay. On campus. It's Friday night. You know what that means.
It means I'm about to play video games all night.
Wow, what a loser. Said that.
Haters gonna hate.
I'm trying, my friend.
All right, well, let's dive right in. First, today we're going to talk about the recent NFL coaching hires. Who do you think won the hire so far?
The Browns, obviously. They really got this candidate out there, Hugh Jackson. And it really was a shocker that he didn't. It really was a shocker he didn't take the. He didn't take the Giants interview. Like, he got to Cleveland to say he's really impressed with the front office structure, and I hope he's right. I hope another Cleveland head coach doesn't go down in flames.
Yeah, I'm happy with you. His small stint as a coach with the Raiders, he went 8-8. So that's great. I'm surprised. I don't remember why he got fired from there. It was very shocking to me. But yeah, it seems like all the new guys in charge. I don't know who's exactly in charge. We have a lawyer who makes all the personnel decisions. We have a baseball guy that does all the analytical stuff for us. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we're gonna have a GM. I don't know. I think if we do have a GM, we were gonna wait until our head coach was hired so he can have a decision in who our GM is gonna be.
Yeah, because it really wouldn't make sense to hire the head coach in the GM. Well, yeah, you can hire the head coach to find a GM that'll work with him. And
personally, I think it should be the other way around, because the GM usually is the one that makes all the personal decisions.
Yeah, because it can flip. You can do it however you want it. It's
Absolutely.
Just you gotta make sure they're the right fit ultimately.
Yeah, I just think it's more conventional to go the GM then head coach rather than head coach then GM. But anyway, happy that my Browns finally have the guy that can probably lead them. This is the first time that I've actually felt like this guy is the guy. Like every other hire, I've been disappointed in. Yeah. I've always been, open-minded. I've hated it. Listened to a couple people. They talked me into believing it, and then I knew I should have never believed in these coaches. But I feel like Hugh Jackson is the right guy. He'll have his head in the right direction. I'm really excited to see who he brings in as his DC. I really hope he can snag Ray Horton away. He was actually a candidate for our head coaching job the last time, and I think he was also a DC candidate when Patton got hired. So we'll see how this goes.
No more Johnny. No more Johnny.
Yeah, I think
no more Johnny.
I really, really, really hope that Hugh Jackson puts a little word into his new GM's ear and tries to work out a trade for my boy AJ.
AJ who?
AJ McCarron.
Oh my gosh.
Think about this. You don't have to waste the number 2 pick on some quarterback that's probably not going to be good. Because, we're not very good at developing talent. But in the same hand, Hugh Jackson has been a quarterback wizard so far. But in the same hand, he hasn't completely sold out on Johnny Manziel yet. But I feel like that's just press talk.
Yeah.
But yeah. AJ is going to be real cheap. It's not going to take much to get him. It'll take probably, I think, a third, maybe a third and a sixth or seventh. It's not going to be that much.
Yeah, it might not even take all that, but getting AJ would put them up back together, and really with that number 2 pick, you wouldn't go receiver that, but y'all also do have the 30. Y'all have the 32nd pick, don't y'all? Did y'all have another first round pick?
Yeah, we have 2 first rounders. I'd be happy going offensive line, getting Tunsil or I think Stanley.
Yeah, you can get somebody on the other side of Joe Thomas
and then once Thomas is old, so he's going to want to retire soon, and then you just flip him up to take Thomas' slot. I hate Mitchell Schwartz. He is not very good. His credit is he's played every down, every game. I don't think he's that good.
Who?
What?
Who?
Mitchell Schwartz.
Oh,
our starting right tackle. Yeah, Joe Thomas is the best tackle. Get out of here. I know.
I'm about to say. Yeah, but yeah, Mitch Schwartz, yeah, he's been off and on, but
Like every time I see him, he's on skates.
it is cold in Cleveland. There's ice on the field. No, but people are predicting the Titans to go Bosa with number one, but who knows where to go? They might get
At,
Tunsil or Stanley too.
yeah, at this point, it's just based on the player ratings, not really what they need for their
Yeah.
like personnel wise.
The thing is, if they don't pick Bosa, the number one pick, I don't see how y'all pass up Bosa.
That's true. Um,
Well, y'all do run a 3-4,
uh,
and I think,
Hugh Jackson, it
well,
doesn't matter.
unless
Hugh Jackson.
yeah, unless he's gonna change that, I don't know.
He
But
said it doesn't matter.
Bosa
He
would,
wants personnel rather than a scheme.
yeah, because Bosa would fit better 4-3, but I'm sure any good defense coordinator that Hugh Jackson gets, they'll be able to help Bosa. They'll be able to use Bosa to showcase his best talents.
I honestly would not be opposed to just taking a shot and drafting Laquan Treadwell at number 2.
That's a little high for a
That is
receiver.
that is high.
This is a good receiver class this year. That's a little high.
That is high, but I'm a big Laquan Treadwell guy. I really wanted to see him in a Browns uniform. And think about it: if Josh Gordon can get his stuff together, get off the weed
And alcohol. Stop partying with Johnny.
Hey, calm that down. But but pairing Gordon and Treadwell would be a dangerous combination for whoever is at quarterback. We talked about this a few weeks ago when Josh Gordon made Jason Campbell look like a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Oh yeah, Jason Campbell. The good old days. Well, let's get off your Browns and let's come down south and see that the Buccaneers have promoted their offense coordinator to head coach, and he just hired Mike Smith as defense coordinator as of about a couple hours ago.
My boy Steve Martin.
Hey, 2 former Falcons coaches. That's 2 former Falcons coaches.
Bird up.
In the same era. Wow. But now Mike Smith is the coordinator now. Cut as the head coach. This is a little role reversal. They did good when they were in Atlanta. Cutter ran a very efficient offense. Played to Matt Ryan's strengths. It was pretty fast. And he should be able to develop Jameis. And Mike Smith should be able to get that defense on point because it did good as late, Oh, it did decent. I don't want to say good, but it did all right.
Yeah. I kind of said this in our sporttalkfeed.com group chat that when Lovie Smith got fired, a lot of our fellow writers, NFL writers, were shocked that they let Lovie Smith go after just a couple years, and he showed a little bit of improvement. And I was the first to say that they wanted offensive help. Obviously, that's what they did. They wanted a guy that has a good offensive brain that will help develop Jameis Winston because Lovie Smith has not had very talented quarterbacks over the years. His best quarterback was Rex Grossman.
What at Tampa?
Just period in his career.
Period. You want to say Grossman's better than Cutler?
Super Bowl.
What a Super Bowl makes the man. Colin Kaepernick almost won the Super Bowl.
Dude, Colin Kaepernick is not bad. I don't understand. I hate everybody. I hate everybody that tears him apart for one bad year with a terrible head coach that should not have ever been a head coach. That's ridiculous.
I'm not saying
the dude has a
he's
great
bad.
arm. He just needs a confidence boost. He needs to get touch passes. That's it.
I'm not saying he's bad. I want Kaepernick to succeed too. I was just saying Kaepernick ain't great. He ain't great. That's all I'm saying. Because you said, Greg went to a Super Bowl. Yeah, that was the peak of career.
I mean, that was a great defense, too.
And it was a great defense. I'm not going to give Grossman all the credit. But Cutler just doesn't take care of the ball, so that's why I put Grossman over here. Well, Famous in his rookie year. That's too late to said. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
How about your boy Chip Kells going to the 49ers? What do you think about that?
Chip just hop off one train and hop right back on another. Boy, I tell you, he didn't even have time. I'm telling you, he knew what was going on. All he did, he watched the 49ers win the last game of the year. He was like, yeah, Tom Sue was. Hey, is this Mr. Balk? Oh yeah, I'd like to apply for the job opening. It's like there's no job opening. Don't play with me, Balk. There's gonna be a head coach opening. And he just stepped right in and took the job. Oh, and I know you saw Torres tweet that got him trending on Twitter.
Time to start conditioning.
He's like, he better get some real conditioning in.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this hire. I think he'll be great in that division. Him against Pete Carroll can maybe reinvent the Harbaugh versus Carroll rivalry.
Yeah, they have some good young talent on defense mostly. Offense, they need a lot of work. But if they
need to stay healthy on offense.
Huh?
They need to stay healthy on offense.
Yeah, they do.
They have a good young back in sorry for interrupting you still, but I'm trying to
Carlos Hyde.
They got good young back in Carlos Hyde, a good supplement back in Reggie Bush who can throw catch passes out of the backfield. The receiving core is not that bad. They're just getting old.
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't try to use Carlos Hyde like he tried to use Marco Murray and try to put him. He tried to make him fit the scheme instead of making the scheme fit him, and that's why Murray couldn't succeed with the Eagles.
Yeah, hopefully he's learned. There came a point where he started to use Sproles more as the scat back, and tried to use DeMarco as the downhill runner. But I guess to his credit, in Philly, they had a poor offensive line, so it was hard to make giant holes. So that's definitely a factor.
Yeah, and everybody's wondering who's going to start a quarterback.
It's got to be Kaepernick.
People actually want Blaine Gabbert to start at quarterback now.
People are dumb.
People want Blaine Gabbert to start quarterback. I can't believe it.
Because people are blinded by a couple of good performances. It's crazy.
Hey, you never know. You never know. I mean, Kaepernick is obviously better talented throwing. And I can't believe I heard, I think it was around the NFL podcast, somebody said that Gabbert is faster than Kaepernick. I'm like, what? Just because Gabbert ran a little 50-yard, 60-yard run, that he's faster than Kaepernick? Oh, get out of my face.
Did they specify whether it was foot speed or release?
No, they just said Gabbert is faster than Kaepernick, and I'm like, you are out of your mind.
Yeah, that's a bit insane.
No. The way Kaepernick burned defenses that one year on the way to the Super Bowl, get out of my face.
I expect that Colin Kaepernick to return in 2016. Yeah, 2016.
He just got to get his confidence back up.
Exactly.
He lost the trust of the organization. He lost trust of his teammates, and he just fell to rock bottom. They say, he really lost his confidence and his morale, and hopefully he can get that up with a new coach, an offense that can fit his needs. Hopefully he'll succeed.
Yeah. Losing all his entire defense in 1 year, that was very detrimental to him. He probably felt like he had to do everything himself, and obviously he can't do it because he's not that kind of talent.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on. How about what's going on in New York, the New York Football Giants?
Yeah, they hired offensive coordinator Ben McAdoo. I really don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know much about this. I really don't know much about this dude. ESPN put up some stuff, and I forgot. Let me do some quick research. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
what you got on him?
All I know is he is 38 years old. He became the offensive coordinator of the year after Eli Manning threw like 60 interceptions. That's a bit insane, but it was like 18 to 37 touchdowns, interceptions, something crazy like that. And since then, his touchdown to interception ratio is about 60 to 20 roughly. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's in that ballpark. If you can find that, that'd be great. Because I don't do my own research. I make you do it.
Well, he coached with the Packers from 06 to 13, so hopefully he learned something over there.
That's where he came from. That's right, I remember.
Came from the Packers, tight ends coach, and he was the quarterbacks coach.
That makes sense. It makes sense why he was able to revitalize Eli's career a little bit. That's a quick climb to head coaching.
Was it him or was it Odell?
What's that?
Was it him or was it Odell that kind of revived Elijah Manning?
The coach.
Oh, it wasn't Odell Beckham?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because Odell only gets a certain amount of targets. Think about it.
Who else was he throwing to? Who you got? Odell. Victor Cruz is barely. I don't think he was barely playing with McAdoo as coordinator. Larry Donnell. You got what? Vereen Jennings out the backfield.
Got Ruben Randall.
Okay. Randall caught a few passes.
Yeah, but if you look back to his 2013 season, he was trying to.
He's only coordinator from 14 to 15.
Yes, and the 13th season was when he threw his 40 interceptions. Yeah, it's coaching. I don't care. It's always coaching.
Oh, it's always coaching.
Sure, Odell played a minor factor into it. It's about schemes. Schemes get guys open.
Scheme. It's all about scheme, not skill whatsoever. Got it. I got it.
When everybody plays at the same level, they're all roughly the same talent. Obviously, it's schemes. Obviously. You got anything on Ben McAdoo?
Apparently, he wore a suit that was way too big to his first press conference.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the New York Post. Oh, yeah. Such a great paper.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, say he wore a suit too big to the press conference because, like, it was a while since he bought his last suit, and he lost, like, 6 pounds. And so when he got hired, he didn't have time to buy the suit. So, had to bring the old one.
That's hilarious.
That is funny. I can rock with a coach like that.
That's the kind of guy I want on my team.
Oh yeah. Who else we got? Is that it for the Peterson? How do we forget the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs?
Because he's just going to boring Philly.
The reason for the Chiefs' success because it's always coaching.
Yeah.
It's always coaching. Not Tamba Ali. Not Tamba Ali or Justin Houston or anybody on that defense. All coaching.
Obviously, there's a factor of talent, but the coach puts the guys in the right position. It's all about schemes, bro. Come on.
It's all about schemes, bro. I feel like I'm in a bar talking to a random.
Be better.
It's all about schemes, bro.
Schemes win championships, not talent.
Wow.
Why do you think the Patriots have been able to win all these Super Bowls?
Wow. I wouldn't say scheme. I would say coaching. I wouldn't say scheme.
That's the same thing. Coaches come up with
really?
schemes. It's the same thing. Come on.
Go lose some weight.
I'm planning on it, bitch.
Watch your mouth, mister. All right. What do we got on Doug Peterson? Because I barely know anything about him either.
I really don't know anything about him either. I guess it's kind of a good move for Philly since they're obviously moving in the defensive direction. Their offense has been pretty solid the past few seasons, but their defense has always left a lot to be desired. So maybe this is the guy to fix it. He's got a lot of work to do.
He was the offense coordinator. He was the offense coordinator. My bad.
He was? I thought he was defense.
Chiefs. No, offense.
Really?
Yep. So he's the reason for Alex Smith's success. Ha! No, it's offense.
Oh, yeah, that is offense. We apologize for that. Still
we look really bad right now. Yeah, we look bad.
That was terrible. Yeah, we need to fix that. We'll just edit that out.
All right. Yeah. So he was the offense coordinator for the Chiefs, and he did the Charlie Whitehurst thing. He was a career backup quarterback from '93 to '04. Oh wow. He's behind Favre, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
And he won the Super Bowl with the Packers. They beat the Patriots in '97.
Yeah, I was like 2 years old, so that means nothing to me.
Yeah, I was not even born yet. I was born like 3 months later. No, I was in January. Born 4 months. January 26th. Exactly 4 months from my birthday is when he won the Super Bowl.
What? You young buck.
Wow, 2 years, young buck. Get out of my face, man.
2 years is a long time, bro. All right, you got
24 months.
You got anything else on Peterson?
He was a high school head coach. Right after he got the NFL, he's a head coach for a high school.
You got any analysis? Right. Any predictions on where they're going to
go? He was the coordinator at Alex. He did revive Alex Smith's career. He's been an offense coordinator since 2013. So,
well, what do you mean revitalize Alex Smith's career? What?
I'm just playing. It was revived. I'm gonna
say that was all Harbaugh.
Harbaugh's the reason Alex Smith left.
Well, yeah, but he's the one that made him good.
Oh yeah, he made it. Okay. Yeah, but
he was terrible before that.
He was not terrible.
He was garbage.
He was secretly decent.
Secretly decent and good are completely different.
He was an even 80. He was an even 80 on Madden. So that counts.
That's not good when it comes to quarterbacks. That is not good.
What?
That is not good. That is not good.
Decent. That is decent.
That is not good at all.
You want to know who's not good at quarterback right now? The Houston Texans.
Yeah, I mean, that goes without saying. No one needs to say it. I don't know
why. If they had Alex Smith right now, they'd be rejoicing. Because somebody finally throw to DeAndre Hopkins. But you know what? Let's not get off topic.
I mean, we're already derailed.
Shut up.
Right. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's get back on track here. We gotta get this train moving.
I'm not done on Peterson.
Oh my god, dude.
I just hope he finds a way to use Marco Murray. Make that team soar. Go Eagles, go. Whatever. All right.
Now we'll get the train back on the tracks. We gotta talk about the new teams moving to LA. The former St. Louis Rams, now the Los Angeles Rams, once again are headed back to Los Angeles, California. Their stadium is expected to be finished around 2019, right?
California, what?
Their stadium's ready in like 2019, correct? In Inglewood?
2019. I thought it was 2017, but yeah, 2019.
What do you think? How do you think this is going to go for the Rams?
I mean, Los Angeles has not really been good to football teams before. Don't see why they would want to move back now. Plus, the Rams are still paying loans in their old stadium. I'm hearing.
Yeah, I
But still
mean,
trying to. Yeah, they're still paying off their old stadium. But okay. Hey, they got their new logo, which is basically the same as the old logo. That it only says Los Angeles on it. That's
yeah.
the only
What do you
difference.
think they're going to get a whole new mascot?
No. They're gonna play. Yeah, they're gonna be at the Memorial Coliseum for a while. Well,
That'll be fun.
next year they'll be at the Ellen Memorial Coliseum.
That'll be fun for them.
Yeah, until the stadium's ready.
Hmm.
What? Whose stadium is that right now?
What?
What stadium is that right now?
Maybe where you is it? Maybe
Is it
where you?
USC?
I think that's USC. Because I'm pretty sure UCLA plays at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that's why USC is going to do that $270 million renovation because the rent's going to be there.
That makes sense.
Nah, it don't make sense. Nah, it don't make sense. But Oakland buying land in San Antonio.
Yeah, the Los Angeles Coliseum plays host to the USC Trojans. That's a big stadium. It's gonna be tough to fill for NFL games. About 93,000.
90,000. That's not hard. Not for the Rams.
For dude, look at like any of the NFL stadiums. Most of them are about 40,000 capacity.
Really?
Most of them. The newer ones are getting bigger.
Yeah, I'm about to say then why are college stadiums bigger than NFL stadiums?
Students.
Of course. Yeah, Georgia capacity is 71,228.
I know Jerry's World is about 100,000, and the University of Phoenix Stadium is anywhere from like 60 to 75. They can modify it for different events. I think for the typical NFL game, it's about 65, but for the Fiesta Bowl, it was up to like 73.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at most stadiums, they do different like musical events, like do all types of stuff. So that's why they're so big or small.
Like the outdoor stadiums are more around like the 30 to 50,000.
Yeah, but what about Oakland buying land in San Antonio?
I feel like this is just a move to try to get a new stadium. Personally, I feel like the Raiders belong in Oakland. I can't imagine them playing anywhere else. The San Antonio Raiders does not have a good ring to it. They're gonna lose all their entire aura. Like you're gonna lose the black hole. It's gonna be terrible if they move. I really want them to stay where they are.
I don't think people were paying this much attention, even though it just broke. This also just broke a couple hours ago. It wasn't breaking news, but it was just like something to be alert about.
Yeah, it just raises your eyebrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really nothing to worry about, in my opinion. I listened to an interview with Ice Cube. He was like, if the Raiders not come back to Los Angeles, then I don't want nobody else to come back.
That's fair. I think that they're just better off in Oakland. When I think Oakland, I think Raiders. I don't think about the Warriors. Yeah. I don't think about the Athletics. I don't think about the Bay. I think of Raiders fans dressed up from head to toe in costume, fearful of getting stabbed in the parking lot. That's Raider football to me.
Fear for getting stabbed in the parking lot?
That's Raider football.
You talking about the NWA kids? Oh, he said fear. No, that's that Dodgers versus Giants game. That's where you get stabbed.
No, that's where you get your head stomped on, not stabbed.
No, people do get stabbed at
Yeah,
fight breaks out.
I mean, that's like I'm not even gonna say it because. All right, moving on. Uh,
Ah!
on Sunday we have UFC Fight Night 81. The main event of the card is for the UFC Bantamweight Championship. We have TJ Dillashaw defending against Dominic Cruz. What do you think, BJ?
Dillashaw and Cruz, two great fighters. So
Two great
hard to
fighters,
choose.
but Cruz has only fought once since 2011.
Wow.
He's dealt with
I'm
dealt with numerous injuries.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not caught up on like the lower levels. What's the story on those two?
What do you mean the lower levels? This is for the championship.
I know, like I'm trying to get back into the UFC for.
Dillashaw's been on a tear since he became the bantamweight champion. He's taken down some of the tops in that division, like Renan Barao, and now he's looking to continue his dominance against Cruz, who you can argue is the rightful champion. He never actually lost the championship. He had to vacate it due to all of his injuries.
The Bowen Jones story.
No, that's drugs, not injuries.
No, but they both never lost the championship. Is what I mean.
Yeah, but for different reasons. And Jones's return is going to be a lot sooner than Mr. Cruz, because he hasn't, like I said, his last fight was in 2014, and before that it was in 2011. So,
right.
He did pull something funny today, walking to the pre-fight workouts. He tricked everybody in attendance, and he walked out in crutches and just kind of dove into the ring to get ready for his workout. I thought that was pretty funny. It was a good joke on that.
It's all for the games till he get his leg broken in the match. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, he's not going to Silva himself.
Huh?
He's not going to Silva himself.
You never know. His leg might snap like Silva.
Anyway, both these guys are pretty strong strikers. They're not incompetent on the ground. I feel like this will be a stand-up fight the whole time. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Stand-up fight. I really expect Cruz to come back on fire because just coming out of injury, he's gonna be pumped up because he's huge underdog in this fight. Nobody's gonna expect him to win, especially because his injuries. And Dillashaw's been on a tear, like you said. And but how about Cruz? I'm gonna say Cruz comes out and knocks him out.
You're a smart man.
Second round, take Cruz.
You are a smart man. I am 100% on the Cruz train. There's a lot of, I think emotion weighs more than a hot streak.
Right.
So I like Cruz in I'm going to say 4th round TKO.
4th round.
The other big fight of the night pits Anthony Pettis and Eddie Alvarez. Personally, I think this is Pettis' fight to lose. He came off a tough fight and tough loss to Rafael Dos Anjos, who obviously is the UFC lightweight champion. He's been on an absolute tear. Yeah. That guy is unstoppable. That guy is really good at what he does. And, Eddie Alvarez has only had a few fights in the UFC. I think this is his 3rd. And he's the 4th ranked fighter in the division. So I don't know if he is that good based on his other fights or if that division is that weak. But like I said, I think this is Pettis' fight. I usually pick track record over. Like, I'll go with a guy that's proven himself to be able to beat top talent than a guy that's only in his 3rd fight in the major leagues of MMA.
Yeah, who's gonna stop Pettis? I don't think he's gonna stop Pettis.
Dos Anjos is gonna stop Pettis again.
Yeah, he'll stop Pettis. But little young upstart, I think he'll keep it close. But Pettis is going to win with his experience.
It's a good pick.
What? Take Pettis third submission.
I got Pettis in a unanimous decision.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Go all the way?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Pettis is gonna be fine. He's a good kickboxer, and Alvarez kind of struggles against kickboxers. His last loss was against Donald Cerrone, and Cerrone is great on his feet. Well, with his feet.
Yeah, that he is.
You got anything else on the UFC?
I got nothing.
All right. So let's go back to the NFL, because guess what weekend it is? Divisional weekend. Woo! Yay!
Divisional round. It's the divisional round.
I don't know the order of the games. We're just going to talk about this based on how I have it in my notes. First game we're going to talk about are the Chiefs and Patriots. Patriots obviously are at home. They are 4.5-point favorites. What do you think about this game, Mr. PJ Green?
Oh my gosh. I mean, you got the Pats' decimated offense against the Chiefs. Just vicious pass rush with Ali and Houston coming off the edge. But the thing is that Kansas City's pass rush, if it's not Ali or Houston bringing pressure, is basically no one. According to Pro Football Focus, they've got almost like Houston and Ali have got like two of the only positive pass rushing grades on front seven. And
I can understand that.
Yeah. I don't think that'll be a problem though, because Houston and Ali are going to be in most likely every pass situation, unless Houston gets banged, unless they both get banged up again.
Side note, I got to interrupt you 1 second. During the Texans Chiefs games, every second that the announcer started talking, I think it was Tirico, he was talking, jumping back and forth between talking about the Houston Texans and Houston. That was the most Houston, the player. That was the most confusing period of my life.
I did not think about that.
Every time we was like Houston, I was like, wait, the football team or the player? The team or the player? The team or the player?
Yeah.
Okay, he's talking about the player. Oh, talking about the team there. All right, my bad.
No, that's hilarious. I was playing Xbox and watching the game at the same time, and I had the volume a little bit, but I did like listen to the commentary like that. Man, I didn't think about it just to use Texans. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, the Chiefs. Yeah, that pass rush is gonna be nasty. The secondary is really good. So I don't know who are the Pats starting wide receivers. Was it Keyshawn Martin and Brandon LaFell?
I think Edelman's supposed to play.
Yes, Edelman is cleared, and I think he's
been practicing all week. The big question mark is going to be on Gronk. He had his knee drained on Monday, so.
Well, he's going to get some Toradol. He's going to sit in the hot tub. He's going to drink his rum and coke. He'll be fine to go. I ain't worried about him. Gronk's going to play. It just depends on how effective is he.
That's fair. Whoa.
What?
Guess who Joe Philbin works for now?
No. They said somebody took Philbin with them. Was it the 49ers?
Nope. He is the new offensive line coach for the Indianapolis Colts. Talk about a fall from grace. We go from a head coach to a position coach. Whew, that's a fall.
No. I mean, look at it. Every Cleveland coach since '99.
They go back to coordinators. They don't go back to position coaches.
But that's not really a fall from grace. Look, that's not really a fall from grace, though.
That's not really a fall. That's a fall.
It's not a fall. Every coaching position is important.
True, but obviously some are more important than the other.
I mean, head coach is the overseer over the whole team. Coordinator, he's the overseer of his side of the ball. Yeah, if you're a
Yeah, but
position
you're the
coach,
leader of your side of the ball.
yeah, but if you're a position coach, you are focused solely on your position.
Yeah, but
So if they are
you get told what to do still. You don't tell people what to do.
yes, you. If you're the position coach, yes, you do.
You tell your players what to do. You don't tell other coaches what to do. That's the thing here. That's the big thing here.
I'm talking. Hey, what are you talking? I'm talking
Right,
about
whatever. Let's go back to talking about the Chiefs.
No. I'm not done with Philbin because that coach line is awful. So if he can fix that coach line, I give him a coordinator job. But yeah, back to the Chiefs.
Go ahead.
All right, Chiefs. Yes, Alex Smith in the offense. Who's starting at running back? Because
it's probably gonna keep the 1-2 punch of West and Spencer Ware.
Who?
Shakandrick West and Spencer Ware.
Yeah. Yes, Shakandrick. Well, it says Spencer Ware is kind of banged up, and now Davis out of the game. So, whoever's playing at running back, I mean, they've still been producing on the ground game. So, and Alex Smith is also producing on the ground game also. So, he is a great scramble threat right now. But how can you go against the Pats in the playoffs? That's the thing. When was the last time they lost in the playoffs? What was it, to the Jets?
To the Broncos.
Broncos. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Are the Chiefs as good as the Broncos that year? I don't think so. They're close. I'll admit they are on fire. But I think the buck stops here. I'm gonna take Pats.
This game's tough.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough.
It depends who all can play for the Patriots and who all can stay healthy during the game for the Patriots. A lot of their key players are questionable right now, like Gronk, Edelman's questionable, but that's probably just a ploy.
Especially Chip Jones, who's on that synthetic trash.
I don't think that's going to affect him. It'll be like a week after. It's more of his injuries. He's battling, I think, a knee or ankle.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. Some people call that noid, paranoid.
I mean, it's a funny story, but it's not that big of a deal. I think the Chiefs pass rush is going to be hard to get hard for the Patriots to slow down. The silver lining is possible injuries to Tamba Ali and Justin Houston. They're both listed as questionable. They're both battling knee and thumb injuries, so who knows how long they'll be able to stay on the field. But if they can stay on the field and cause havoc, it'll be a tough go around for the Patriots. But as long as they can stay healthy, I think they'll win a close one. They definitely won't cover the spread. The spread's too small. I think it'll be a 27-24 victory for the New England Patriots. I think that's about fair.
Yeah, 4 points is an odd one to cover, but yeah, it'll be past 27-23 come spread.
Okay, moving on. The Broncos and Steelers play the night game on, I believe, Saturday. I think the Patriots Chiefs are the first game on Saturday.
Yeah, I think I just looked that up. Because it's
the
NFC game and the AFC game.
Yeah, the night game on Saturday is the Packers Cardinals. So, all right, we'll just talk about that. We'll talk about these games in order then, since I already have it pulled up. We got Packers Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by 7. I feel like that is a good margin based on the last time they played a few weeks ago when the Cardinals won about 100-0. Um, the Packers offensive line is just beat down.
Yeah, it is.
First, I want to say that I kind of called that against the Redskins. The Redskins are not a good football team, but now that the Cardinals are,
Oh, okay.
they're playing a good football team. Cardinals might be the best team in the NFL. I don't see any way the Packers win this unless Aaron Rodgers pulls a Darren Sharper, put the team on my back though. I don't see it happening.
No, Aaron Rodgers miracle this week. And like I heard a lot of people saying like you saw the 38-8 beat down like 2-3 weeks ago. And it was like, what's changed? It's like really like nothing has changed with these two teams. Like they still have the same players, but the Packers will come with a sour taste in their mouth. That's one thing. And
they will come I will agree with you there.
Now that they have a healthy Ed Lacy, they're gonna push ground game because the Cardinals do not defend the ground game well. They have a great secondary. They have a good front, but they have an average run defense.
They have a good pass rush, but they have an average run defense. Yes.
Good pass rush, average run defense, and that's gonna be the X factor. If Green Bay can have ball control and pound Eddie Lacy and James Starks down their throat, then yeah, they'll win. But the Cardinals on the roll. I don't know how the Packers stop that dynamite downhill offense. I'm gonna take Cards. 8. How about 20-13?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Oh, go ahead.
Why am I covering the spread? I don't know.
I think the Cardinals are going to end up winning probably 27-10 roughly. Aaron Rodgers is going to do his best to win the game, keep him in the game, but it's just going to be too much with the poor offensive line against that kind of pass rush. And like I said, Cardinals probably are the best team in the NFL this season. Despite being the number 2 seed, I think the Panthers are overrated. They had a really good a really favorable schedule, but we'll get into that in a few minutes. Next game.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, anyway, Aaron Rodgers really doesn't have to put the team on his back because
he does.
Like,
he's got to make perfect throws no matter what.
You have a healthy AC. You better ride that cow until that cow is good and fat.
He already is fat. Have you seen him play?
Which he is. Yeah.
It looks like he's 400 pounds.
He's a load to break down, though. Hey.
That's true. That's very true. But all right, well, guess what the next game is?
The two
mirror
teams.
The Seahawks and the Panthers, baby.
Pete Carroll is just like looking in the mirror, looking at Carolina. You got the two black quarterbacks in the same game. Let's go. I just thought about that. You got the two of the best black quarterbacks ever play the game. Playoff spot right now. Who gonna win, Sabo?
Seahawks.
Seeks.
The Seahawks are the best team in the NFC, despite their record. Like I said, Panthers super overrated. They are susceptible to losing to probably still the most feared team in the NFL. The Seahawks are getting the man, the myth, the legend, beast mode back. He's ready to play. He's going to come out heavy, firing. He's probably going to have like 400 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. It's not going to be a fun day for the Panthers.
That's a little far-fetched, bro.
I know. I like to exaggerate if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I know. You love hyperbole. You love hyperbole. I know.
It's my middle name.
The thing is, the Panthers still have no wide receivers. You got Ted Ginn to blow the top off. You got Kutchery to catch the ball. Okay. You got Wilson to dump the ball off to and hit him over the middle. Okay. But who else? But you got Short, Tobin out the backfield. and like what Corey Brown, Philly Brown, you're going up against the Legion of Boom here. The Legion of Boom is back. The defense was not that good and during the regular season, but they have stepped it up and now they're back in sync. That defense is out. Michael Bennett is going to get after. He's GATA all the way as Michael Bennett. And how are the Panthers going to stop Russell Wilson? Well, they're playing against the same. They're playing against the same offense basically in practice. But
yeah,
people haven't seen beast mode in a month. Beast mode is hungry. Yeah, you haven't seen.
He's been out for a long time.
Yeah, he's been out for a long time. He done ate some Skittles. He's tired of Skittles. He's tired of that juicy candy stuff. He wants some Panther meat. He's trying to go to the conference title. Let's go. Seahawks, baby. 35-10. Wow. Blow them out the water. 35-10. Blow out.
I think despite these two teams having great defenses, it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be like the past games we've seen against these two teams, where everyone goes in thinking, "Oh, this is the two best defenses in the league going head to head." I wouldn't be surprised if this game is like a total 20 points scored. No, this game might score over 80 points total. I think it's going to be 45-42 Seahawks win.
Yeah, these are let me come down. Yeah, these are these are like two of the best teams in the NFL. But I just don't think it's going to shoot out. I think the Seahawks secondary is just too good for that little decimated receiving, what you call a receiving core with the Panthers.
Yeah, this game is like when two twin brothers fight. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
the older one that's been around for 10 minutes longer, who's had a little bit more success than his little twin brother, and the little twin brother is fed up, and then he tries to go after him. This is what this game is. This is exactly what this game is.
It's like a code name Kids Next Door, a little black girl when she had to fight her older sister. And she's like, I know how you move because I taught you everything. And she's like kicking her butt. That's what this is. Seahawks, they've already been this ball 2 years in a row. They already won one. Panthers, Cam Newton just blowing up. Well, Cam's been doing his thing, but he's just getting his team to the promised land. Last year, the Panthers got trounced by the Seahawks. It's going to happen again this year in Carolina. And would that be 2 years in a row in Carolina?
Maybe.
I think that'll be 2 years in a row in Carolina. No, I think last time was the Seahawks. I think last year was our Seahawks.
Yeah, and then the year before, I believe, was in Carolina.
Yeah, well, Panthers going to get bounced 2 years in a row from the Seahawks.
100%.
Give it to them.
100%.
Going to get Cardinals,
Panthers,
Seahawks, NFC.
Panthers are heavily fluky teams.
I'm not
heavily fraudulent. That's what I was looking for. Fraudulent. There we go.
Word.
All right. We're going from the black quarterback bowl to the no armed quarterback bowl with Ben Roethlisberger, who is nursing a heavily damaged shoulder, messed up AC joint, a couple damaged ligaments, versus no nerves in his neck and his arm, Peyton Manning.
Why? There's going to be like 5 ambulances on the field for this game. Oh my goodness! It's like, every time Peyton and Ben go down, there's just going to be paramedics just running on the field like at once. Why do you get carted off the field for a shoulder injury? I'm glad somebody pointed that out because I'll open and catch it.
It's more of like a convenience thing. It's like it's that, and it's like a status thing. Like, hey, this guy is really hurt. We need to hurry up and get him back there so we know. It's more it's more of a speed thing to get him back there and checked out. See if you can get him back in the game or not.
Yeah, true. And he did come back, and he was clutch. That's why I love Big Ben.
Yeah, I don't understand, dude. The Bengals blew that so bad. So bad.
Well,
Why are you playing prevent defense? Ben can't throw the ball more than 5 yards. Why are you playing prevent defense? Come on,
it's because
Bengals.
you got Jerry Porter on the field. Because it's Jerry Porter. Ain't even supposed to be on the field. Pac-Man, I love you, bro.
I've had too many discussions about this. I'm fed
Pac-Man.
up with this conversation, man. I am fed up with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about this in the Sports Talk Feed group chat. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, but, yeah. Adam Jones and Burfict, they blew the game for their teams. Bill Wallace blew the game for his team. UGA alone. But, all right. You got the Steelers. Big Ben can't throw over 10 yards probably. And you got two deep threats at wide receiver with Mark Wheaton and Martavis Bryant. I don't know how you're going to make this work. But I trust the Broncos defense more. And I trust that Broncos offense more. I'm sorry that I have to go against my Steelers, but I can't see them winning this game. I can't see them winning this game. Don't stop. Don't do that to me.
It pains me just as much because I had to go against my Packers, my number 2 Packers, obviously. But
Browns,
like you
said, Browns back there.
Browns are number 1, Packers number 2. We went over there.
Steelers number 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So. I believe Landry can have a little bit of success against the Broncos. To the extent of that is unknown. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's a lot. That's up to that'll be what to watch for on a Sunday night or Sunday evening. That's a 4:00 game. But yeah, I just think that the Broncos defense will be way too much. They'll put everybody in clamps. I expect Aqib Talib to be all over Antonio Brown. I expect Chris Harris to be all over Mr. Martavis Bryant. Yeah, I expect the pass rush to be vicious and be deadly like they have all season. Well, it depends if Von Miller can rebound from those mozzarella sticks he ate.
Oh, that's foul. That's so foul.
Score prediction, PJ.
Why are you making me this?
Comes with the territory.
You know what? It's a great idea. Steelers should start Michael Vick. You got nothing else to lose. Start Michael Vick.
That's not a score prediction.
No, I'm just saying. I'm starting to start Michael Vick.
Michael Vick stinks.
I don't care if you want to lose. No, you not say that about Michael Vick.
Facts are facts.
All right, but hey, no. But I'm gonna go Broncos. 23-13.
Okay. I'm going to take my boy Peyton Manning, who is back and ready for business. Or as my good friend Eric Bischoff would say, back and better than ever. Shout out to anybody who understands the reference. Peyton Manning leads them to a big win. I'm going to say 23-6.
HGH, you taste so good.
I mean, he got Al Jazeera shut down. So he's basically innocent. That basically means he's innocent. So
no, that means he covered. That's all that means.
No, that means that they put out some false reports, and Peyton's like, "These are all false. Get these people out of here." So they just run into little huts, and they're gone. Al Jazeera, bye bye.
All right. Well, I don't know how. Hold up. I don't know how I went through the whole pre-podcast thing without thinking about this, but need to talk about the national title game, the biggest game in the week.
Man, we ran out of time.
I mean, y'all done saw the game.
Give a quick minute recap.
Wow. If you watched the film room during the game, you did a great idea. There was a film room on ESPN2, had like Pat Narduzzi, Miguel Wayne, Chris Spielman, had a bunch of coaches in there, and it was great. But very exciting game. Deshaun Watson did his thing. He put out. Derrick Henry did his thing. He really improved his draft stock. Great game overall, and Bama, the dynasty reigns. Bama wins.
Can we agree on one thing?
Oh, what is that?
Derrick Henry is super overrated.
I won't say super overrated, but he is overrated. He did not deserve the Heisman, in my opinion.
Did not deserve the Heisman. And if he did not have that offensive line, I am convinced he would have maybe 500 yards on the season. The dude has no vision. He just runs into his lineman. There's not a hole that he can drive a Mack truck through. He's running into his lineman's back. He's going to be like every other Alabama running back and stink in the NFL, or take like 5 years to get good, like Mark Ingram /
that's fine. Hey, this is the start. Yeah, do that.
That's why I said kind of.
I said this from the get-go. Like, okay, Derrick Henry, okay, he's fast when he gets one, but of course, he has long strides. He's 6'3", 245. The thing is that he's not elusive enough to make his own holes. Like, that's really what's going to hurt him.
Exactly.
And he's a downhill runner. Like, he can't make his own holes. Like, he can't, like, shoot people. He's not going to
He makes his own holes with his shoulder because he's 6'6" and like 300 pounds.
So, oh, jeez, here we go.
He's not. I mean, he's like 6'3", like 220.
245. Try it.
Whoa, I was giving him a little bit of credit.
6'3", 245. And
that's the big boy.
Built like he's sculpted, like from Michelangelo.
Dude, he should move to linebacker. He'd be deadly.
He played linebacker in high school. Like he was an athlete. He was labeled in
like offensive line plays defensive line, running backs play linebacker, receivers play DBs. That's just like that's just science. Like
when I watched him play in high school. Like, he was labeled as an athlete. Like, he wasn't a straight running back. He was an athlete because he could play safety. He could play linebacker.
Yeah, that's common with a lot of guys.
Yeah. All right, it's just dude's good, but he's not the best running back in the draft.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I was very excited to watch how Deshaun Watson played. That was a crazy, entertaining game.
Yeah,
I was all aboard the Clemson train because of all the parallels to Texas when they beat USC. I was heartbroken.
I can't believe I bought into that bull. That was Trey was like, oh, coincidence. Stop the Vince comparisons. Just stop.
Hey, bro. That close.
Once.
And with the spread, that's a W.
He's not Vince Young. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I mean, no one's Vince Young.
Out of Gainesville, Georgia.
We will see if he's better than Vince Young, if he could find a little bit of success in the NFL. All right, PJ, any last words?
Follow me on Twitter, VONG116. Look out for our articles coming up, sportstalkfeed.com. Go check us out. Also, if you want to write for us, just look up sportstalkfeed.com and DM my boy Steve.
Yeah, find us on Twitter.
Big boss with no face. Yeah.
Yeah, find us on Twitter
the
at
big boss face.
And follow PJ at his Twitter handle that he just gave you. You can follow me at JMSZABO. Everybody, have a good night. Have a good weekend. Enjoy watching football.
The lightsaber.
Good night, guys.
Lightsaber talk. Out.